First up on the show, well, as the world tries to understand the nature of viruses and its impact on human life, the coronavirus pandemic has swept away borders and has penetrated most countries with its lethal infections and deaths. Now, President Donald Trump has given credence to intelligence reports suggesting that the virus originated in a Wuhan lab and has accused China of hiding facts. However, now the Chinese too have come up with their own counter theory, accusing the United States of the pandemic. States-backed Chinese media outlets are countering the US-built narrative on the origin of novel coronavirus, and two Chinese state-backed newspapers have published an op-ed, the US response to COVID-19 and hailing Beijing for its work in containing the virus. The op-ed also spoke about the conspiracy theory alleging that the virus may have actually started in a military lab in Maryland in United States. Xi Jinping's administration, which is opposing an international probe into the origins of SARS-CoV-19, has accused Donald Trump of dodging questions related to Fort Detrick, a military base for biological weapons research program, until 2019. The Chinese have claimed that from Detrick, the Detrick was involved in the pandemic. However, they have not provided any evidence to back their accusations. Now, the op-eds and other videos by Chinese state-run media houses called Fort Detrick the center of the U.S. government's darkest experiments. The Chinese also questioned the sudden shutting down of the base and asked the U.S. to reveal truths about the institution's experiments. Both China and Russia have refused to accept Wuhan as the origin of the novel coronavirus. They have dismissed the Trump administration's arguments that Wuhan Institute of Virology was the reason for the pandemic. Instead, senior Chinese diplomats and Russian foreign minister have recently attacked the U.S. labs, questioning their purpose and suspecting their behavior. China is also countering the United States for having blocked shipments of semiconductors to Huawei. It has also reported that China is preparing to place several U.S. companies such as Apple, Boeing, Cisco on quote-unquote unreliable entities list. The move comes in response to a newly announced sanction on the tech giant Huawei, alleging that the Chinese government and Huawei are a national security threat. The U.S. Commerce Department has said it chose to take the decision to strategically target Huawei's acquisitions of semiconductors. China is also trying to arm twist its allies against voting for Taiwan at the WHO. It has scheduled military drills in Dongshu Islands and plans to make way for Chinese warships to sail through South China to reach the Pacific. However, Taiwan has said that it is ready with a contingency plan for its outlying islands in the South China Sea. It was also reported that Taiwan's Ministry of Defense was constantly monitoring the situation and is working to strengthen combat preparedness.